What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at a trade I took on AUD USD yesterday a little bit before 10 o'clock, and just to show and prove that I was in this trade, this isn't me analyzing the market after the fact. Here is my markup. I posted in the Discord a little bit, maybe 5-10 minutes after I entered my trade right here. So let's go ahead and break down this trade. As always, I trade structure, and if you don't know anything about structure, I'll give you a little breakdown on it, and if you already do know about structure, I'll put a timestamp in the description so you can go ahead and skip that. So if you've never traded structure, it's very simple. As you know, the market trends either up or down. Even when it's trending sideways, the market's still moving in an up or down motion. So as we're trending, each part of that trend is a part of structure. So this whole uptrend, that's one part of structure. And then as soon as price starts trending in another direction, that is another part of structure. So what I like to trade is when the structure changes or when the trend changes. So I like to trade right here. So if the market is trending up, I like to catch it as soon as it starts trending down, and vice versa. And one thing that you have to pay attention to when you're trading structure is you have to pay attention to your higher highs, your higher lows, your lower lows, and your lower highs. So when we're trending up, we have higher highs right here, and then we have a higher low. And then that continues until structure breaks. Now, once trend breaks, now we have lower lows and lower highs. Lower low, lower high. So what we're waiting to see happen if the market is trending up, we're waiting for price to break past the previous lower high. But even once that happens, we still have to wait for price to hold at that previous low and make sure that this isn't just an impulse or maybe a liquidity grab for price to continue going up. So that is trading structure in a nutshell. We're just essentially paying attention to the market structure and waiting for it to change and getting in on the break and retest to make sure that it is actually going to change trend and it isn't a fake out. If you have any questions over that, make sure you drop a comment below and I'll be more than happy to help you out. So let's get into this trade. As we can see, the market is trending down, and then we start to move sideways and we can see that we're no longer producing lower lows, right? The market should continue to go down, and then once we get to this point, we should have another lower high and then another lower low. But we don't end up getting that lower low, we end up getting a higher low. So at this point, this is the first point in the market where we get a signal that the trend might be changing. So this is a pair that we want to start paying attention to if we're trading structure. The next thing I wait for is for price structure to break. So this is our last previous lower high. We can see we finally get that break of that lower high. So now I need to start looking for my entries. How do I do that? Is by going to a lower time frame like the 5-minute, and you don't have to go to a lower time frame to get your entry. This is just preferably what I do to get a tighter entry and stop loss. So this is where we broke structure. Then we're simply going to do what we just did on the 1 hour, but on the 5-minute to get our entry. So now we're trending down, we no longer get another lower low, we get a lower high, or excuse me, a higher high and a higher low right here. So now we know the next time that price enters this area, or even right here in this area, we can go ahead and enter our trade because everything is aligning and telling us that the market is changing direction. So that's what I did right here when I got this doji. I went ahead and entered my trade, and I put my stop at the bottom of this because if this gets hit, then most likely price is going to continue going down anyways. So this gets me out of the trade as fast as possible. Now, when it comes to my take profit, I went ahead and just looked at the structure, and from my entry, which is right here, what is the most relevant lower high? Right here. So I went ahead and entered here, took it to the next point in structure, and that was it. That was my trade. Super simple. I think it was like 35 pips. Took me maybe 2 to 3 minutes to analyze the market and get everything ready, and then just wait and set up for it. So if you have any questions at all, drop a comment below. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you do that so you get notified when I drop new videos, because 70% of the people that watch are not subscribed. And I put out a video just about every single day talking about structure and showing you tips and tricks on how to trade structure. So with that being said, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Pew, pew.